I want to show you how a community member made 1.75% on the easiest little day trade. Now come over to my screen. I want to show you the power of trading with the community. So this was this morning on a live stream that we did, and this is CCL. And the beauty of this one, our community member was able to make 1.75%. I myself was able to make just a shade under 1% because he told me about it. I recognized it afterwards, but you can see the power of the community bouncing these ideas off of each other. So looking at CCL, I noticed a couple of things right off the bat. Number one, this stochastic was just fuming forwards towards this 10 o'clock candle. Now, what else is the main driver here? You might be asking. It is the volume. The volume was absolutely outstanding this morning on CCL. Now, why is volume important? Volume is the gasoline in your car. If you've been around, you've heard me say it a million times, but it is so true. Also think of it this way. If you have a big boulder and you're trying to push it up a hill, is it better to be pushing it up with 10 people or 100 people? Well, it's 100 people because the momentum can push that thing up the hill. It's the same thing with volume. It's the same thing with a stock. It's very important when it comes to day trading. So looking at these couple of volume bars, outstanding volume, way over average. And honestly, when this was happening, within 3 minutes, we were getting over average volume. I think there was one of these volume bars that within 2 minutes, it was over average volume already. And you can see that the average volume was increasing. That is something you really want for a day trade. So we had the great stochastic. We had the great volume bars. What did we look for next? Well, of course, we looked for the engulfing candlestick or the buy signal. So our member in the community had bought back in this time frame back here. And during this candle, this is when they identified it. This is when they told me about it. Actually, the show had started and they go, Mo, I'm in CCL. Check this out. We started exactly at 10 o'clock and jumped in pretty soon after. So they were in this thing. It was driving forward. They recognized all of the key metrics and they told me about it. So I ended up getting in here at $16.73. It was engulfing at that time. Everything looked really good. Everything was pushing forward, especially with the volume. Now, once you're in something, what's the next thing that you need to think about? Well, of course, it's the exit. It's very simple. The exit comes when things start slowing down as far as the volume goes. Maybe you have some people that are taking profits and that's a little bit worrisome, or your stochastic just completely switches on you. Well, I did something a little bit different. I actually decided to pull up my daily chart and go, all right, let's look at this daily chart and say, what exactly am I looking for here? If we zoom in, where is the exit point that I'm going for? So in looking at this, if I just pull up my whiskers, you can see that actually my exit price was $18.86, exactly where we're sitting right now. And this was 4 hours ago. I noticed that if you just drag my whiskers and look across, there was a lot of these resistance points that it was going into. One of the major resistance points I thought was going to happen was $17 on the nose. But before 17, you can see that there was a little bit of consolidation back in here. Now, guys, I am being incredibly nitpicky here, and this is where my years of experience can come in to take it down to the cent. This is something that you can learn from me and that you can learn from others. Profit taking or exiting a day trade is so important because you want to keep the money in your pocket. So during the live stream, I was pointing out these different resistance points, namely being 17, but it was just not pushing towards 17. So if we come back here, you can see that it just could not push. You notice this 10:15 candle actually had a little wick on the bottom. You notice the 10:30 candle, the one that I exited on. It actually had a little wick on the bottom. It started creating a wick on the top. And what do you notice about the volume? Well, it's starting to slow down. Really good volume still, well over average, but starting to slow down. So when all of these things started to develop, that's when I started to say, all right, expertise guided by experience, this is when the exit point is. Knowing full well that this thing could have continued to climb, absolutely could have continued to climb. I actually, if we pull up the daily chart over here, I thought that this could have actually gone through 17, gone to 1742. I don't think it would have gone much higher, but I do think with the volume it was getting, it had the opportunity to go up to about 1742, 1750, somewhere in that range. And I would have been okay with that. Why? Because when you're day trading, you need to look at it as you are not hitting grand slams every single day. You are going in and just trying to grab a little bit of the entire run that's happening. For example, CCL is up 5.37% today. I didn't grab 5.37%. Our community member grabbed 1.75. I grabbed 0.84. That is what this is all about. Try to grab 0.84 today, 0.84 tomorrow, 0.84 the next day. At the end of the year, those 0.84s are really going to add up for you. So from this video, you can see how powerful the community is. We go live twice a week doing these live trading sessions. Click the link in the description below, join our Patreon for $25. You will get access to all of these great community members, myself. You'll be able to see how we do these trades, plus you'll be able to participate if you are comfortable. Check out this video I did on Zim. It's a very similar situation. Have a great day.